Hello, 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 hello. We're back.
We are back. Thanks for joining us.
Were you in the last segment?
I was.
So I'm joining you.
Welcome.
Why, thank you. Thank you very much. It's good to be back. Hello out there in Yehudi land. We're glad you tuned in to watch us for this next contest.
Yes.
Just a few minutes, we will have the Strictly Open division.
Which means that they had a preliminary round yesterday with their partner, but to music they did not expect. And then tonight they've selected the finalists and they're going to improvise something for us on the dance floor.
Yeah, it's very exciting. We will have a video in a little bit about how that all works. Before we do that, we want to make sure that we thank our sponsors. Will not be possible without all the wonderful people and organizations and events that helped us make this happen. So shout out to Lindy Focus.
Hey, Lindy Focus.
If you don't know, it is the biggest New Year's event, certainly in the United States, possibly in the world, although Snowball may.
Yeah, they battle Snowball every year.
Yeah.
But if you're in North America, you should definitely consider going to Lindy Focus.
Yeah, so let me just make sure I get it right. The dates are December 26th through January 1st this year, and it's being held in Asheville, North Carolina. And oh my God, 8 live music performances over the course of 5 days. Let's see, there is a professionally produced 45-minute dance show featuring the instructors, which we've all seen videos of that. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And it's on New Year's Eve, right before midnight.
Yeah.
It's just the best way to ring in the new year.
How many years have you been going now?
I went for, I think, 5 years in a row. Had to miss last year because of an injury.
That's right.
And then I'm going back this year.
Yay!
And I signed somebody up as a camper, my sweetheart, and so I'm bringing in the new generation.
You really
too.
are. It's so funny. I love that. It's great. Yes, so Lindy Focus, thank you for being a sponsor. We're excited. Everybody should go. It's awesome. We're also going to do some shout outs to some folks who made it possible through the Indiegogo campaign. Those individuals out there who donated and made all of this happen. So we're just going to read off a few names, and then maybe we'll read some names later too. We'll just take one each. I'll do Tanya. Is it Slyman or Slayman? You can let me know that, okay?
I'm looking at the chat room.
Maybe she'll type in.
Lori Taniguchi, we know you. Thank you so much.
Funny enough, the next name on the list is Mony. Yay! Thank you, Mony.
I really wanted this to happen. I put my money where my mouth was. We've got Sarah Laurie.
And thank you to, is it Leanne? Tarhay, maybe? What do you think?
Yeah, Leanne. I know her. She's awesome. Yeah, she's a great dancer. Melody Lee.
Hi, Melody. Thank you for donating. And one more, Jacob Calero. All right. We'll do more of those later, but why don't we show the video that explains how the Strictly is going to work? Jim, will you put that up for us? Thank you very much.
Invitational Strictly Lindy Finals. This will be an invitational social dance competition open to dancers determined by the organizers. All entry fees from this competition will be donated to the Lindy Hoppers Fund.
Oh, hi, we're back. Apparently, that was not the right video. So, we're going to do it again? Is that what's happening?
We're not sure.
What happened, Jim? Okay, now we're ready. And let's go.
High five.
Strictly Lindy Open Finals. This will be a social dance competition open to all levels. Dancers register as couples and will dance to music selected by ILHC. The finals will be danced in a jam format to a live band.
All right. Yes, this division is the Strictly Lindy Open division.
But because it's the International Lindy Hop Championship, the open level, which is the lowest level of the Strictlys, is really high.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's so funny to think about it because, you know, it's like, oh, this is the low division, and then they're all amazing.
Yeah. And some of them have been dancing a long time, some of them for only a year or two. It's incredible.
Is something going on? I can't hear us. We're just trying to check the sound here and make sure that that works. Yes, technical difficulties. Live show, people. Live show. This kind of stuff is going to happen.
Bumpy roads.
Human beings, not like robots, okay? Operating this stuff. Human beings. Yeah, so she said this is the lowest of the divisions, but it's just an incredible level of talent here. I've had several social dances with random strangers who I've never seen before in my life, and they're some of the best dances I've ever had. And I'm like, who are you people? Like,
they're like, oh, you're from London. I see why I've never met you before.
Exactly. Welcome. Yeah. So I'm excited for this division. The energy in the room is insane. So, and that always pumps the dancers up. And this contest is also to live music, which makes a big difference. It really gets the dancers excited.
And just to let you know, the lights haven't even come up on the ballroom, and people are already sitting in a circle getting ready to watch this competition.
True.
They're staking out their spots.
And it cracks me up. It's like, you were like, 2 songs of the contest, and then all of a sudden everybody's just like, yeah. Suddenly
we're ready.
Parking themselves on the dance floor to get ready. But I do believe they are getting things ready, so we may cut to the ballroom soon.
Jonathan is talking to the band. He's been using a metronome app to...
Is that true?
Yeah.
To make sure the BPMs are right.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who selects the BPMs, but I heard it was like... And I was like, what is that? It was a metronome on the phone.
How cool!
To set the tempo for the finals.
There is no better band leader than Jonathan for doing live music for contests.
Yeah.
He gets it.
He gets it. He's a dancer.
Right.
He understands our vocabulary, what we need, no surprises.
Yeah.
Just wonderful to work with.
I think we are about ready, so we might want to cut on over to the ballroom and make sure that we get this contest started.
There we go.
They're working hard, doing all the hard work.
Oh, you're seeing what we're seeing.
We're going to go ahead and bring them out one at a time.
And they're going to bring out the competitors.
We have from Paris, Rija Ritz and Fleur Salavest. We have from the United States, Jack Chen and Andrea Gordon.
California.
We have from the United States again, Sean Hershey and Natalia Gomez.
Oh, lots of fans in the crowd.
I know.
We have from Korea, Jingdong Park and Sung Gi Cho.
Korea. I love how international the finals actually are. This is a legit event.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's not like some token person from another country.
From
it's
the
like
United Kingdom, Great Britain,
several
Alex Parker
countries
Kat
and
Foley.
really represented in all the contests.
That's the UK coming on.
From the United States, we have Antonio Vergara and Carrie Maisel.
Uh-oh. Oh, Baltimore.
They must be from Baltimore because it got loud up in here.
We have from the United States, Matt Ritchie and Indalia Ramos.
Hey, some more California.
That's right. Get loud for Californians.
Jerry Almonte revealed to me that the Baltimore couple decided to compete on Thursday.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
guys, let me tell you
Which
how
is
this
a
gonna
luxury
work. We're all
only
gonna have
local
our warm-up
dancers
song.
can afford.
Right.
We're gonna do our warm-up.
And there they
Then
are
we're
in
gonna
the
do
finals.
8/8 twice through. You're in the finals, you know how to count. If not, maybe I'll help you, maybe I won't.
I mean, I guess it's appropriate that a big
Then we're
international
gonna do a
contest
little
be
drum
held in
break,
the
some kind of
United
break
States
from the lovely,
capital.
lovely band,
I
Jonathan
get
Scout with
that.
Campus 5.
But,
And then we're gonna do an all escape.
you know,
and then you
that
know what
means
to
some
do.
dancers
You're
have it a
gonna
little
yell
easier
if
than
you
the
love
rest
them,
of
if you want them to win.
us.
You
You
need
have to get on a
extra push.
plane.
And
You
California.
can make a decision on Thursday to compete.
And Baltimore. And Texas. I tell you what, hold on a second. I gotta say something important. I lived near Baltimore in DC. I lived in California, and I'm born in Texas. And I tell you what, it's all good, because we're all together, right? We're all together here, so we're gonna have a good time tonight. That's what I'm talking about. It's not about the state lines, it's about love, baby. Justin doesn't agree, but that's okay. Okay, here we go.
Lindy Hoplev.
Here we go, Jonathan Stout. We're gonna warm it up.
And here we go.
All right.
That was the warm-up song. That is over. I think they're gonna line back up and do some jam style now.
It's gonna be good.
You know what to do. You know what's next. We're gonna have a little intro, and then you guys can take it off. I will not translate into French, okay? Because my French is bad. Here we go.
Using the floor, they almost kicked the other competitors.
Yeah, right? But it's very dynamic when you use space like that. Our first aerial!
Those guys were in our showcase division. They must be a little tired. They look great out there. These guys also had a showcase.
And Kat here has been in just about every division, actually, so talk about tired.
different instrument solo for each couple that goes out. I love it when they do that.
I love it even better when the couple actually responds to the different music that's being played. That makes me happy.
And
Time to all
It's
skate.
swing out time, baby. Oh, yeah.
And the crowd goes wild.
That was the final competition for this Strictly Open.
That was so great. The energy in the room is off the charts.
I want you guys all to line up and take one big round of applause.
One more time reminding you, that was the open division, the lowest level contest here at ILHC. That was crazy.
Finals for the Strictly
So impressive.
Open 2013.
They did great.
Here in Washington,
A
D.C.
little bit of everything in that.
There really was a little bit of everything. You know, I don't envy the judges because there's a lot of apples and oranges going on this whole
Thank you guys
weekend.
very, very much.
Yes.
And, you know, you take that clipboard back in the room and it's you and your opinion, you know? And everyone
Not
could
an easy job.
disagree with you very easily. Oh, that was fantastic. I was very impressed.
I love it when the competitors throw aerials and I'm not worried. And this was true. Open division. I'm like, oh, they've got this. They look so good. Yeah, okay, they landed it perfect.
I know exactly what
And
you're
I'm
talking
not
about. That
nervous.
moment you're like, oh thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that moment. You're nervous for the competitors. You're like, oh, are they going to make it? No, everyone out there was clearly very competent, had their stuff down, knew exactly what they were about, right? I love when each couple knows what kind of dancers they want to be, right? Whether it's the aerials or pre-choreographed little mini routines or just go out there and
Improvise.
swing out and improvise. Yeah.
Or connect with the audience.
Very showmanship oriented or very little detail footworky oriented or, you know, like everybody's different. And I really like to see dancers with point of view. You know?
Yeah.
That's what makes it interesting.
Yeah.
And that makes it harder, too, to judge.
Well, sure. But we can all enjoy it.
Yeah, you and me, we're
We
not
don't
in
have
the
to
seats
judge.
right now. But if you are in the chat room and you want to tell us who you think won, go ahead. You let us know that. I definitely might be a little biased, but I think our Cali kids
Yes.
did themselves proud.
Yes. Andrea and her partner looked so
Jack.
good. Jack.
Yeah, they're great. That was
Yeah.
great. That was really impressive.
Dahlia and Matt look good.
Very much so. But I'm biased, and I admit it.
And I don't know where that couple in white was from. They had done a showcase.
Yeah, I don't
They
know where
were
they're
in-
from either.
They were good.
Yeah, we're gonna look that up. If you're in the chat and you
Tell me,
know,
chat.
tell us. So we can announce it and do the right thing. Instead
It might have
of
been
not
France,
knowing.
but I don't want to misspeak.
Yeah. Note for next year, we should get a list of the finalists up here with us, guys, so
That'd be
we
good.
have that information.
Be like,
You know what I will say? One thing that's been on my mind the whole weekend so far, we're only like halfway through, but is how nice everyone looks, how well dressed overall everyone has been this year.
Yes.
Because we as Lindy Hoppers, sometimes we can be a little schlubby, you know? But we haven't had any of that. And then the other thing that we haven't had any of yet, knock on wood, are any costume malfunctions, any wardrobe malfunctions.
true.
Usually at an event like this, there's always something that just goes horribly wrong.
or a prop malfunction.
Or a prop malfunction, true.
And there was that Pro-Am with Dahlia and Kevin where they had so many props.
And not a single misstep.
not a single.
Yeah, seriously. No, it's true. And I just, these people who have these costume malfunctions, there's one thing if like a strap breaks or whatever, and that's not something you could have predicted. But inevitably, like, there's some girl out there who's like, strap just keeps falling down because it doesn't fit her right or whatever.
Or the belt falls off.
Or the belt
You're
falls
like,
off.
You knew that belt
Yeah,
was gonna
like, wear the outfit in advance, try it out, and like, because it's, you don't want to try something out for the very first time on the international competitive floor. Like, not even,
Right.
like if something goes horribly wrong, I don't want to see your ape cooter. Like, I'm not interested in that. So just, try the outfit on in advance, do the whole routine, do that, wear it all night long. If the strap falls down, choose the different dress.
Brought to you by Nicole Frydman.
The mouth. I'm called the mouth for a reason. I tell it like it is. So I think we want to thank a few more people.
Oh, yes.
Just try to get through a couple more people on this list because it's a long list, and that's so wonderful that you guys gave to us and
Should we
made
do
this possible.
2 each?
Oh yeah, go for it. Okay.
Okay.
We left off there, so.
All right. Oh. Kofi Artiba, thank you, as well as Matthias Dahl.
And I get to say thank you to my good friend Audrey Kanemoto, and also to Laura Barbao Rodriguez. Thank you.
There's Perrault Sylvain. That might be Sylvain Perrault, I'm guessing. And
She got that one, luckily, because she actually knew how to say it.
and Leah Ekstrom, thank you.
And then we want to say thank you to Lily Sue, and a big thank you to Pamela Tam.
There's Christopher Aubin, or Aubin, maybe, and Megan Gilmore. I think I might know Megan.
All right. And then Charlie Larkey, thank you, and Michael Baswell, thank you to you.
And then the last 3, Mike Roberts, thank you so much, Grace Kim, and Carl Lajeunesse.
Thank you so much. All of you guys contributed to the campaign to make this possible, and it, I don't know what we would have done. We would have been here with like a handy cam and a flashlight. We would have been like,
It wasn't quite that bad last year.
Close though, close. Right, Manu? Yeah. If you are out there at a viewing party, because I knew some were happening last night, we've got a list of them, but I don't know who's all out there. So I want you to get on the chat right now, and I want you to say hey. And if you get on the chat right now and you say hey, we'll call you out. How
But
about that?
not the ones who have already said hey before. Nicole and I had a long list.
Oh,
And
did you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
They
see,
were
I'm new
battling
here tonight,
each other.
so I don't have a.
But we still
Do
love
it
you.
again. I don't care. What do we have? What's later on coming up? Oh, the Invitational Strictly.
Yes.
Whoa. One of my favorite contests in the whole event. Like,
It ranks just below the Invitational Jack and Jill for me.
for you?
Which I love because you never know what's going to
Oh,
happen.
I see.
But there are always moments that you rewatch over and over again from the Invitational Strictly. You're like,
Yeah, it's
Who
so
is that?
great because they get to choose each other and maybe do a little bit of prep, but it's still completely improvised, right? And it's the best dancers in the entire world. I mean, come on. It's like,
is it going to be the live music this year?
I don't know.
I hope so. It makes a big difference.
I don't honestly know. Manu's shaking his head yes. So,
Yes.
yeah, it's still live music.
Alright.
That's even better.
Hey.
I know.
We've got Argentina and Colorado in the house.
Oh, what's up?
Oh, upstate New York.
Nice.
Mexico. Hola, Mexico. And Fargo. Whoa.
Oh.
The only thing I know about Fargo is the movie. I'm sorry.
It's just like the movie Living There, right?
I'm
All the
originally-
death and the don't you knows and all that stuff, right?
I'm originally Canadian. I don't even know what state it's
Yeah, you're Canadian. You're like,
sorry.
you're much closer than any of the rest of us. You should have some sense.
I have no idea.
Oh my God, that's
okay,
hysterical.
we're losing it.
We're losing. All right. You know what? We have a little highlight reel that we have put together,
Oh.
and it's from Friday. And so we are going to just show some of that to you guys now. You can take a look. And
And I think maybe say a little something about which ones we preferred
ooh.
out of those highlights.
You and me have opinions? I don't know if we can do it. All right. Well, we're going to show this this little highlight reel and let you guys take a look at it.
Oh, those suits. I know I wasn't going to say anything about the outfits, but those were custom made in Korea by the
Gorgeous.
boutique From. And in this routine,
This is Todd and Ramona, by the way.
this is their showcase, which didn't actually have any aerials,
Yeah, that was really interesting to me, and I'm curious what the judges will do with that.
but they did mimic a whole bunch of things, including chickens
Yes,
and
there's
rabbits
several animals,
and a bass instrument.
If you're playing the drinking game, I think you had to drink several times during that routine because animal movement was on that list.
Oh, and this is slowed down.
It's a slow division.
Yeah.
They were just in the same outfits from their showcase. So that's looks like Mikey and Joe strutting their stuff. Oh my goodness gracious. Those are some sexy people up there.
Oh, Mickey and Kelly.
Oh, I love that they did the slow division because, of course, they're known as Balboa superstars,
Right.
which is, generally a faster dance. Certainly when you're performing it, it's generally faster. And to see them do some slow stuff is just gorgeous. There's the showcase. And there's the bass. Played her like a bass. Oh, so good. It's going to be one of the highlights of the year for sure.
And he was actually doing fingering on her leg.
Because he plays music. He's
right
a musician,
into
so.
solo jazz.
Oh.
Contress and Isabella.
Yeah, some of our favorite suites who are here this year doing their showcase routine. How gorgeous have all the ladies been with their stockings this year, by the way? Totally having a girl moment right now. Oh,
my favorite. The one that could have been overly cheesy and yet wasn't.
Switching from Lindy Hop shoes into tap shoes, ladies and gentlemen. Tap shoes in the middle of a routine and then doing a tap number for like a small section in the middle. Crazy.
So much talent.
Where does that idea? You're like, hey, what if we took the bottoms of our shoes off, put new bottoms on,
and then took off our
them
shoes
off again?
Entirely. Oh, and let's throw in a little bit of skipping rope.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Also, let's use the jump rope. Like, what kind of brain does that come out of? Remy, you are a crazy, crazy man, and I love you. Oh yes, it's so good to see Max and Annie dancing a routine again. Such an effervescent couple.
So she's won 5 years in a row.
Whoa.
It'll be interesting to see if they win it again this year.
They certainly brought it with the aerials, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Like they always do.
Every year, a new aerial. You're like, what is that?
Yeah, it's great. So that was just a little mini highlight reel from Friday. You just gotta come here. I mean, we love having you out there in the world of the internet watching us here, but being here live and watching those things, there's nothing that quite tops that. So if you're even, enjoying yourself this year, maybe start saving up. Come next year.
Good idea. Oh, we have a photo here. We got an email from a viewing party in Boone, North Carolina.
Awesome.
Beautiful photo. It's almost like a family photo.
It kind of is.
It says Appalachian, maybe they pronounce it, State University Swing Dance Club in Boone, North Carolina. After our huge beginning of the semester swing dance, a quick stop at Marble Slab before our ILHC viewing party.
Aww.
Good idea.
How fun.
Ice cream and Lindy Hop. I like that.
Ice cream and Lindy Hop.
All right.
Just be like, sit there doing nothing, being giant pigs. I like that idea. Like, just gonna eat all the ice cream while everyone else dances.
Oh, Westminster, BC, and New Zealand in the house.
New Zealand, what's up? That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so anything else we're supposed to do, boys? Just chat.
Oh, the chat room.
Oh, the chat room. Trying to make sure we do the right thing here. Make sure we don't miss anything we're supposed to announce or forget to thank someone. That would be totally inappropriate.
Somebody wants to know if Ben Affleck is around. Do you know?
Why would Ben Affleck be around?
I don't know. Is he in Lindy Hop?
I have no information that has ever told me that Ben Affleck is a Lindy Hopper. Did you mean to type something else and your phone auto-corrected? Like, what is it to Ben Affleck?
Oh, they're talking about
curious.
Gotham City and Batman. That's why.
Oh, okay, well.
You know who is a Lindy Hopper? Bill Nye, the science guy, is a Lindy Hopper.
Yes, he is. And he's out all the time, and people are into him all the time. So there's a celebrity who is doing the Lindy Hop.
I'd kind of rather have Bill Nye than Ben Affleck, honestly. Anyways.
There was one time when I walked in late to an event, and the lesson was just finishing, and Julia Roberts was taking the lesson.
Really?
She lived across the street at the time, many, many years ago, but she lived across the street, and she and whoever she was dating at the time, before she was married, decided to just come over across the street to like some event and just take the lesson, and it was the craziest, weirdest.
Great.
Like, what? It's so out of context. You're like very confused. Like, what is happening when you see these people in those situations? But no Ben Affleck. Sorry.
So, Nicole, let me ask you a question, and
Okay.
you folks at home can answer in the chat. If you see a Strictly division like we just saw, and people throw aerials, do you rate them higher than people who don't?
Oh, God, that's a great question. So, the biggest thing I always say when people ask me about judging is, like, it's an art, right? So it's just a bunch of opinions,
Right.
And so I think the most important thing as a judge is to have a set of values, right? And there isn't a right or wrong in what your values are, but you need to have a set of values. So, you know, for me, it's got to be an overall good experience. And then I would look at what that good experience involved, right? And difficulty is definitely going to play a role. If someone's doing much more complicated and difficult moves, that's obviously going to get them some bonus points. But that said, if they're throwing aerials, you know, with no concern for the music or, you know, for showmanship or, you know, if it just feels really out of context, they're not necessarily going to get a higher score for that.
Yeah, I think some people are chiming in the chat room, and they're saying no for the aerials unless they're awesome.
Yes, they should be good aerials. That's true.
Somebody else says that it's all about the music and the connection. Which,
and,
I mean, I'm sure some judges feel that way.
Yeah, I mean, for me, if I'm watching a couple improvising and their dancing is incredibly high-level dancing, like really well, you know, well-timed and executed and great lines and energy and dynamics, and then they hit something amazing in the music on top of that, that's going to be a much bigger thing for me than somebody who does a routine that is out of context and maybe not as well executed.
There was an audio malfunction, and the dancers just started stomping.
Yeah, that was great. Like the music dropped out. That was really funny. I was being all serious, and then there's a moment, and it interrupted me.
Time for one more message from
Mint. Put that up here. Grab that.
And there's a photo.
Oh, are you going to put it up on the screen?
Oh, there they are. They look like they're all bundled up. Maybe it's cold in Belarus right now. Looks like a couple sleeping bags there.
Hello in Minsk.
Hello.
We're glad you're with us.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
I think we're going to wrap up. There is the Invitational Strictly coming on later tonight.
Oh, yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Let's double check what time that is at 12:55.
And Joe Hoffberg will be... Yes, she will be commenting that one again this year, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
If you watched last year's show, you'll know how much of a riot she was.
You know what, though? I feel bad, like, hyping her up, because what if she's just normal this year? What if she's, like, no inspiration? I doubt that'll happen. But I'm just saying, if she's normal, she's still awesome. Like, we shouldn't put all this pressure on her. Joe, we love you.
I am not worried.
I know, I'm not worried either.
That voice came out of nowhere, and she kept it up for 30 solid
That
minutes.
was amazing.
Was incredible.
We will be back a few minutes before that, so probably around 12:45-ish. We'll be back to just chat a little, introduce the segment. So if you guys are trying to figure out when to time up your bathroom and food breaks, give you a little heads up on that. And I guess that's all we have to say.
I think, and Rebecca Jean, she's my caterer in San Francisco.
Rebecca! Hi, Rebecca! Wish you were here.
Wonderful. That
San
makes me happy.
Woo!
All right. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
Stay tuned for the Invitational.
We'll see you later.